guys let me know, what course have you played that had the most water hazard? This course on U-Disc literally has a layout called no losing discs, and it takes 6 holes off the 18 and it avoids all the water. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are surrounded by a disc graveyard, and that is because we are taking on the very difficult Paw Paw Park in Holland, Michigan. I've only lost about 9 discs in my career, and 5 of them were at this park. I've only played it 3 times. So you guys do the math, that's not good odds, but I have grown a lot since the last time I've played here, so hopefully we can get some redemption. But just in case, grab those goggles, grab those swim trunks, and let's go toss some plastic. Well guys, we've made it to hole 1 at Paw Paw in Holland, Michigan. We have a 354 foot, really sharp left, and there's also a pretty low ceiling with that big willow tree up there in the fairway. Great first drive. Today is going to be a lot of par golf action. Hopefully we can take advantage of this. It's about a 70 footer for the birdie. For the par, hole 2, par 4, 540 feet. You want to go dead straight, and then I think it's a really slight hyzer for the rest of the way. And we have a pond to the right, and we have swamp to the left. So let the games begin. Hyzer out, please. Hyzer out, please. Really good shot. All right, guys, really nice drive. We still have about a 140 foot approach shot to try to secure the birdie. Don't hit the tree. All right, we got around it. For the 3. All right, guys, I know what you're all thinking. Hunter, where on earth did you get an outfit that cool? And believe it or not, guys, I have a really high-end custom tailor that actually lives in Muskegon. So I placed this order, picked it up, and if you ever want to check them out, it's a place called Walmart. Really high-end quality products, so go check them out. Hole 3, par 3, 227 feet, but right behind the basket is a pretty deep and fast-moving river. I have lost a disc on this hole in the past, so let's try to not recreate that. Ooh, hyzer in, hyzer in. Oh, well, we're on the walkway. I think we're on the bridge. We're not in the water. Really nice drive, pin high, about 12 foot for the 2. Hole 4, par 3, 325 feet. It's like a complete right turn up there. It's a blind shot. I am gonna go with the sidearm, try to play it safe. Looking pretty decent. Let's go try to find it. This worked out much better than I thought. I thought I would have crashed early into this high brush, but we still have about a 60, 65 footer downhill for the 2. Oh, good run. For the 3, hole 5, par 3, 362 feet. This is a blind hole. This is also a hole I've lost a disc on here at Paw Paw. It's basically dead straight, but you do have room for the big hyzer. Be really good. Hopefully that's close. Really decent drive. We still have about probably 35 feet downhill for the 2. Come on, let's go. We needed that. Hole 6, par 3, 312 feet. This is another blind tee shot. This is one of those courses, guys, that it's really nice to have 2 people, so one person can go halfway up and scout, and then you switch. You'll save yourself a lot of time looking for discs. That should play all right. We are a lot shorter than I thought. The hex usually has no problem getting about 315 for me, so I'm a little confused on that outcome, but it was safe. We did get in the middle of the fairway. we still have probably an 80 footer for the 2. Oh, good height. For the par. See guys, this is the stuff I'm always telling you about. If you get chased by a wolf here at Paw Paw, you put a habanero in its mouth. Reason number 14 why you always carry a pocket habanero. I would show you guys mine, but surprisingly, hole 3, wolf. You know what didn't happen? It didn't eat me. Why? Pocket habanero. Always, guys. Pocket habanero, pocket hot dog, you're invincible. Hole 7, 330 feet, way uphill. This is a really tight line because you have to throw dead straight or like a giant Annie shot. If I had a scout, I would probably go for the big hyzer over the trees, but we're just gonna take the PFN Champion Orc and hopefully get a little turn. Hold it. Hold it. Oh, a little deep actually. That Champion Orc rips. Pretty awkward putt, guys, I'm not gonna lie. What do you keep in your bag that you put under your knee in these type of situations? Because I often find myself on my knees a lot. And for the birdie. Good run. Hole 8, par 4, 565 feet. We have the river to the left. We have a pond up there to the right. I have had one of my discs lost here. I brought a friend, beginner player, stood on this tee pad and threw my beautiful 2016 Ace Race Archer directly left, right into the river, gone forever. Hyzer out, too much turn, I think. Oh boy, that might have fell in the fairway. Luckily, we did land in a mode spot. As you can tell, we do have this pond up here to the left, probably about 280 feet to the basket. Oh boy, get down. All right, we still have a long shot at birdie. I am gonna go with the straddle putt because there's a ton of prickly things over here. Still have about 50 feet for the 3. For the par. Hole 9, 420 feet, par 3. You are more than welcome to go for it. If you can probably get about 450 in the air with the uphill. If not, we want to throw across the lake to this layup area and then another toss over the lake to get to the basket. I'm just gonna go with my Envy, throw it nice and easy, and try to get to the other dry spot. Oh, guys, I can't find my mic. My mic almost went in the water. Good Lord. Oh my. Well guys, we definitely overshot our landing zone by a bit. We still have 110 feet. I'm just gonna go with the Envy again, keep it nice and simple. Oh, it's so bad. That was horrible. That should have been an easy 3. Not too late to save the par, only about 32 feet. Ah, close. For the bogey. Hole 9 break. Today I want to go a little more in depth on something that I have touched on a bit in the past, and that is your bag. Especially for beginners, a lot of people end up with these bigger bags and you almost have to fill them, otherwise your discs will get really sloppy. But it's really important as you really start to hone your skills and focus on some of your drivers. And yes, we all hit that hump where you start to fall in love with the game and you just want to go buy and try every single disc on the market. I have seen this play out over and over again, and you'll see people throwing new drivers almost every time they go to the course. You are going to hit a slump. You're going to hit this period where your drivers just don't seem like they're quite working for you, but just believe me guys, ride that hump out. Once you ride that hump out, most of the time you will come out very happy because you'll learn and understand how much you can manipulate your drivers to do what you need them to do. Once you get to that higher skill level, you'll realize that pretty much all brands have very similar discs. That's why when you see a lot of top pros, they'll switch companies and they usually work out just fine. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little tip today. Now let's get focused up and let's go finish this round. Oh, Hunter, not again. This explains so much. Hole 10, 262 feet. If you go for it, you have about 240 of water to clear. The tee pad is lined up for you to do a layup. But a quick story, the first disc I ever got an ace with was a Breaking Bad crank. Full bore distance driver. I threw it about 240. I got 30 feet of skip off of a golf cart path, made it. The next day I came here, I felt invincible, went for it, and just middle of this lake. So my first ace disc is probably still in the water. Really nice shot. To go from full bore distance driver and have a no chance of making it here to a nice champion rhino approach shot. It's really awesome to see your skills evolve over time with good dedication. Hole 11, par 4, 534 feet. It looks like the basket is just dead straight up there a ways. I can't see it, so we're just gonna throw something, hopefully land in the middle, and go from there. All right, worked out pretty well. The basket's tucked up in all these trees, probably about 120 feet, but as you can tell, the entry has to be very low, probably gonna need a little slide action. Oh man, not great on the approach shots. Let's see if we can hit a nice long putt to save the birdie, probably about 45 feet. Oh man, lined up just too low. For the par. Hole 12, 296 feet. There's really no real risk on this hole. We just have to throw a slight hyzer through the gap in the trees up here. Oh, crushed it. Come on. All right, we'll make that work. Well, we really overshot this one. I do have a little gap through the trees. I can actually see the basket, so we're gonna run it this way. I really hope to get through to the other side. Oh my goodness, what a run. Good recovery, easy par. Hole 13, 348 feet. It's basically dead straight. The basket's just tucked on the left side of that big tree up there. Man, I love that Valkyrie so much. For the 2. As you can tell, guys, if the 6 to 7 water holes don't scare you enough, these fairways are really narrow and off to the side. You'd probably have better luck finding your disc in the river. This stuff is about 4 feet tall and thick as can be. Almost impossible to recover a disc. Hole 14, 292 feet, another dead straight shot. The basket's tucked up in the middle of all those little trees up there. Oh my goodness, that is horrible. No turn on that at all. Definitely not our best effort there. This is the time to just lay up and toss it down there, but I'm actually gonna go with the splice, go really high and see if we can dunk one in there. Oh my goodness, that was close. For the par. Hole 15, really simple hole here. 260 feet dead straight. We're gonna go for an ace run and hopefully get one for the camera. Oh, come on. Oh, that hooked up sooner than I thought. All right, guys, about a 30-footer for the birdie. Oh, man. For the par. Any of you guys ever played a course while you're still in those beginner stages, intermediate stages, and then you revisit the same course a year and a half, 2-3 years later, and you realize how much your game has improved. Like I said, I've played this course a few times over the years, and every time I just felt like I had no business playing here, and it feels good this time because I finally earned the stripes, you could say. Hole 16, par 3, 413 feet. I'm guessing it's just a pretty standard hyzer shot. It is kind of a tight window up there though. Might be too straight. We'll see where we end up. Not a bad drive at all. This hole actually plays much longer than 415. Right around the corner, it's all uphill. So we still have about a 45-foot uphill putt for the 2. Good run. For the par. Hole 17, 296 feet. The basket's located up in between those 2 big trees up there. Oh, that was an ace run. That was a good shot. Really solid drive, guys. We just came in a little high, a little to the left. I did catch a tick crawling on me on that last tee pad, so keep that in mind if you come here. Still have about a 22-footer for the birdie. Big score, guys. We found ourselves a mulberry tree. These are absolutely my favorite berries in the world. I've only ever seen these in Michigan, but I am sure they grow in other places. If you do eat mulberries, guys, make sure you check for little insects on them because you will find quite a few crawling around. And rounding off Paw Paw Park Disc Golf Course, we have hole 18, 272 feet. I'm not sure where the basket is, but it shows it being a pretty sharp hyzer. Let's see if that was good. All right, guys, there was a backdoor sidearm route, and that is 100% the way you want to go. It is almost impossible to throw a hyzer through all these trees, but hopefully we can just skip out and take our par. For the par. That wraps up Paw Paw Disc Golf Course in Holland, Michigan. And to be honest with you guys, the takeaway from this video is know your limits, and I would also recommend the buddy system if you come play this course. Paw Paw is an absolutely beautiful place. There's good elevation holes, there's challenging water shots everywhere, tight fairways. I would definitely say this is a high skill level course, but like I said in the intro, they do have a layout where you avoid the water holes. But honestly, guys, even then, if you go off these tight fairways, some of the rough is 4 feet tall and super thick. There is a ton of wildlife out here, which is really amazing. But the downside to that is on a lot of these holes, you might have a bunch of geese in your landing zone, and all of the benches and tee signs are completely covered in bird poop. For you higher skilled discers out there, I would highly recommend coming and checking out Paw Paw. It'll really put your skills to the test, and one errant tee shot can make your day go downhill really fast. Overall, I would give Paw Paw the really solid score of 7.9 out of 10, but that is only if you bring the buddy system and you are a higher skill player. I absolutely love this course. I had a blast playing it today. If you are a beginner, especially if you are a beginner by yourself, I would stay far away from Paw Paw. There's plenty of other courses in the area that are just a little easier and a lot less risk. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.